Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be showing you how to carry on Kalista here in Season 12. She's in a great spot if you're looking to play AD carry or want to learn a fun champion. For your runes, take Lethal Tempo, Triumph Alacrity, 𝐒𝐒, with Eyeball, Treasure Hunter, Attack Speed 80, and Armor. We're up against a Zeri Lux, should be doable. The main thing to know about Kalista is she has relatively low damage output because of her passive. You only get to use 90% of your total attack damage on your auto attacks. On top of that, whenever you're jumping, you lose 30% of your total attack speed. So whenever you go into fights, you need to make sure you have an advantage of some kind, whether that's a keystone advantage, item advantage, or HP advantage, because if you just raw all in without an advantage, odds are you will lose that fight. Now, another advantage could be if you're dodging their skill shots with your jump. That is fair. But just do keep that in mind. Kalista is not the highest damage dealer in the game. She plays best off of a lead. The trick is building that lead for sure. You can play her with tank supports or enchanter supports. It doesn't matter that much. Depending on the champion and their power spikes, you'll just have to be more flexible on your playstyle. So here, I really would like to get level 2 first. We'll see how possible that is. Looks like Zeri's taking her foot off the gas, so we're gonna hit 2 first here most likely. Good Q by the 𝐒𝐒𝐂𝐈𝐀𝐋𝐒. Dash forward because I knew Lux was gonna do that. We got a good Randolph on the enemy AD carry. If your spear's in midair, your E will still apply on it. Oh, that's pretty nice. We're missing some minions there, not ideal. Missed 2 so far. It's usually best if you can get 2 spears in a minion before you go to pop it, just to be safe. But if it is low enough, then obviously it will kill it. That was a tough trade. The Lux snare gutted us. Luckily 𝐒𝐒𝐂𝐈𝐀𝐋𝐒 was able to heal us back up. These guys are really, really low. Wow, 𝐒𝐒𝐂𝐈𝐀𝐋𝐒 heals are very balanced. We'll go ahead and let this wave come out a little bit so we have more space to kill them. Nice try by the Lux there. Alright, we'll go ahead and just go for Scuttle. That's fine. It is a non-cannon wave, but I need these guys to come out a little bit more. It's hard to dive with enchanter supports. When you have a Leon or a Braum, they can just step up, tank a little bit. We're going to try to stand still to have a higher attack speed, if possible. We may miss a minion or 2, so we lost 2 melee creeps. Not the end of the world, because I want these guys to step up anyways. It's usually best to roam off the cannon wave so you don't run into this issue as much. Oh yeah, she's going in for the pokes. My Ren isn't going to kill her from there, as you can see. She's really, really low. We didn't have enough stacks in her. Potentially should have flashed. I think she still had heal though, so I assume she would have just healed. Now we're just going to shove this out. We have a pretty good advantage right now in terms of CS, to where when we come back, we'll definitely be able to just dominate raw all in her. So remember, you need some kind of advantage before you go in for all in fights. Otherwise, you'll end up getting yourself killed because you have essentially less attack speed and less AD than every AD carry in the game because of your passive. Reduced damage, but higher mobility. Crashed a big wave, now it's time to reset. It should rebound back into us. First item rush, you want to get Berserker Greaves pretty much every time if you can. We'll grab a refill as well, sell our potion to do it. And we'll head back to lane. If I could afford a controller, I would. I'm not going to stay in there though. Whenever you get boots, it increases the range of your jumps. So tier 1s, it increases it. Tier 2, it increases it even more. Attack speed increases the frequency of your jumps. So if someone slows either your movement speed or your attack speed, it really hurts your jumps. So things like Nasus Wither or Nunu are really annoying against Kalista. Frozen Heart's also really annoying as well, slowing your attack speed, thus nerfing your jumps. If you are having your movement speed heavily slowed by something like Nunu, a lot of the times you want to just stand still and shred. Because if your movement speed's heavily slowed and you're trying to kite, you basically can't. And you'll do 5 times more damage if you just stand still at that point. Yeah, we could look in. Ooh, 𝐒𝐿𝐋𝐿 on cooldown. That's an immediate all-in. Got an exhaust out of her. Nearly got the kill. She's gonna have to reset now, and we could probably fly trap her in between the turret. Rip that minion. Got it. I haven't been playing that aggressive up until that point. That was probably the most aggressive thing we've done all game. Just been trying to take it slow. I've been comfortable with the CS lead. Haven't wanted to force anything. Now that our flash is on cooldown, will be easier to gank. Ultimately, using flash for a kill, as long as you don't die, is obviously worth it. Not 100% sure where their jungler is. Running out of minions. Got to back up. Soraka's taking a lot of damage there. Oh, I gotta leave. Bel'Veth's gonna get me. I didn't even realize Bel'Veth was there. She's probably still here if Zeri's gonna do stuff like that. I don't know, maybe not. We do have tier 2 boots and Bel'Veth doesn't have any boots, so she probably can't run us down. Nice. Got a big one off the Q. Whenever your Q kills something, it'll slide all of your Ren stacks through to the next target. So you can kill multiple targets with Q, slide it through, or just kill one, slide it through. It's a good tool to set up on champion since it outranges your auto substantially. Got it. My Q was in midair. I was still able to apply my E. Oh, that sucks. We weren't able to quite get her there. Just barely missing a little bit of damage. Kind of need to reset, but they're lower than we are. Nice heal from the Soraka. And we'll shove this and reset, I think. There's no reason for us to really stay. Psych. Oh, if that would hit though. I'm out of mana. If that Q would have hit, I think we could have killed her. It's time to back. Now we can get our Noon Quiver and build into our shield bow. Their team is definitely in the driver's seat. They have first dragon and they double our team's kills. We'll go ahead and pick up a control ward, head back to lane. We really need to keep snowballing on these guys so we can secure the dragons. We are not going to want to be late game against a Zeri. That's going to be annoying. On the right side, we do have the Soraka, and their team doesn't have great engage to get on top of us. If they had Malphite, this game would be a lot scarier, but they don't. I'm going to try to freeze the wave a little bit more. On Kalista, with the nature of your E, essentially killing minions to damage and slow the enemies without putting your E on a real cooldown. Since that's really optimal, kind of like Draven's spinning axe in that sense. A lot of times you do end up just shoving the wave, but we're at a big enough advantage now that we can kind of go in without even having to start with an E, killing a minion and damaging and slowing the enemy champions. Like right now we could kind of just go in raw. I need to freeze it so we can have the space to go in raw. Missed that Q, that sucks. I'm gonna have to lead in harder with an auto. 𝐒𝐿𝐋𝐿's on a cooldown. Got it. Zeri's not going to be able to get me here. There's no way. And that is the beauty of Kalista. We have a lead, And now we can just raw go all in. We didn't even really have to set anything. We didn't have to prep anything really with a minion first. We didn't have to like double auto a backline creep. Now this is where they're in big trouble. Gonna dash back here. Kind of running out of minions. Oh, we can cut this chick off. I wasn't even looking. Warwick should be able to solo her. Nice. Need vision though. That's not good. We gotta go this way. We're getting 3-man pinched. Aurelia's on her way. She's not insanely strong, but she does have double buffs. Oh, also, we haven't used our R on Soraka yet. I've totally been forgetting about her, because we haven't even needed to use our R. Nice. And nice. Beautiful. You can go over any thin or small wall with Kalista jump. Your R, you mainly use it to save your support or if you need them for the knockup. If you don't need the knockup, then there's no real reason to do it. So if like your support's getting hard CC'd or something big's about to hit them, or if they like get snared under turret, all that stuff, you can instantly pull them out with your R. They can go in and land the knockup. It's very spicy. That being said, if your support is using your R incorrectly, it can kind of bait you pretty hard. Got her with that. We pop the E, get the cooldown back, get the mana refund. Soraka's scared because she's missing a lot of health. Oh, that's not good. But that is good. Nice. Tactical bait. Somebody coming or something? I wasn't even looking at the minimap. Looks like Soraka just wants to back. I'm gonna miss this plate though. Yeah, I completely missed that plate. Oh, that's bad. Oh well. We're at a pretty big gold advantage. We just need to spend it. It is what it is. We'll go back, get our shield bow into the rage blade. We'll sell control word for that. And once we have our shield bow with rage blade into hurricane, we can then look to get more tankiness, either through more lifesteal items if they don't have a lot of heal cut yet, or through things like Wit's End and Randuin's. But your core 9 out of 10 times is going to be shield bow straight into rage blade into hurricane, because you need that attack speed so you can stay mobile. I can kill them both here. Yeah, she's dead too. Got it. Very nice. So that's like what I mean though. The item advantage, having an advantage on Kalista, she can press it so hard. That is this champion's strength. The hard part is building the advantage. Sometimes it takes a lot more time than you would like. Ideally, you're getting kills either level 1, 2, 3 through 6. If you can get them anytime pre-6, then you're set. If you have to wait all the way to 6, it's a little on the later side, but as long as you don't die pre-6, then you'll have that level 6 all-in option. Oh, geez, I just put my E on cooldown. Ah, geez, dude. We need to go get a deeper ward down. We're out in the middle of a really dangerous spot. I'll be taking these. And then at this point, we actually need to kind of go mid, I think. These guys aren't playing far enough for us to really fight them anyways. They're just like farming underneath turret. This one's really hard to go over. It's doable though. I'm just missing it right now. It's easier to go over these thinner parts like this and right there. But there's some slightly above thin walls that you can still go over consistently. Got it. Yeah, that's the real 𝐒𝐂𝐂 is the one I'm hitting right now. Oh, wait a minute. What? That's a little surprising. Yeah, she wasn't able to reach. I still have my shield bow shield, so I'm not too worried. Now I'm on the other side of the wall. Got it. Got it. Auto attack Q reset. And they are out of there. If you can kite towards a thin wall in the middle of a fight, it's GG's. Like if we kite back towards here, we can go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and melee champions aren't going to be able to hit you. Like, I really had no chance there to stay on top of us. It's one of those things where almost nobody thinks about, even at higher levels against Kalista, is where you fight her matters a lot. It's kind of like how you would never really want to try to fight Skarner on his spires. Kalista's the same way. You don't want to fight her when she's near a thin wall. She can easily jump back and forth over. Just because she will jump back and forth, and it'll be very bad for you. We want to try to let Warwick get the last hit. Though we can't smite if the enemies show up. I'm going to go ahead and take that though. We might end up missing Dragon off that Herald. It's not the end of the world. Like I said, Kalista isn't a late game champion anyway, so you don't really want to drag the games out forever. Go ahead and get the blue ward. They're on double Dragon. If this game lasts another 10 minutes, that would be bad for us though, because we're Kalista. We have decent CS. Our biggest mistakes was playing a little too passive in the early game. There's several times where we had a big enough advantage we could have forced an all-in. So I think that's the main thing. We could have limit tested a little bit harder pre-6 than we did. Other than that though, I've been pretty happy. We haven't died yet, which is pretty important honor, because every time you die, you throw away so much tempo, like the amount of gold you're missing out on in the XP and whatnot. We just need to keep looking on the mini-map for opportunities here. Haven't really used W active yet. You use the passive whenever you and your support target the same champion. You do a bunch of their max health and magic damage, and then it goes on cooldown for that specific target for 10 seconds. So we've been using that, but we just haven't been using the active because it's not that useful. Definitely could have been using that a little bit more. Yeah, and it doesn't even cost mana. They can break it though and get gold out of it. I'm not sure if it's 5 or 15, but didn't realize it was no mana cost. That's interesting. Every one of your abilities costs mana, but your W's free because it's poop. It's like a really bad version of Ashe Hot Shot. Got it. Hey, oh, I wasn't expecting that. I need to heal off something. We're going to keep taking their camps. It's going to put their jungler so far behind. If 𝐒𝐒𝐂𝐂 was closer... Oh, nice. Oh! Oh no! We had such a nice pile up on the Hurricane. We weren't tanky enough though. We took nearly 3.5k damage. That was a big throw on my part. Like we gave him 1,000 gold from just me dying. And then our teammates was probably like 300 apiece. Unfortunate. At least 𝐒𝐒𝐂𝐂 didn't have a Dark Soul or a Mej, and that's why we need some tankiness. We took a lot of magic damage from the 𝐒𝐂𝐂. I think his R exploded on us most likely. A lot of damage from him. Having Wit's End will help out a lot with that. Go ahead and sell the D-Blade for the pickaxe. And we need to not die again, because this It's really bad. Giving them 1,000 gold, more than 3 kills worth of gold off of 1 death is really painful. I wish I had my Q to put on her. She's gonna get away most likely. Yeah, I got slowed off that too. I need that red buff. Hopefully Warwick gives it. I can AoE apply it with my Hurricane. So we can get way more value out of it. And we're ranged, so we can apply it more consistently as well. Because we don't have to be right on top of them. Don't know why he's going. I guess it's fine, but he should just go for the Krugs because they're right there. Because us taking the Krugs is inefficient. I'll do it since he's backing though. Us taking the Krugs isn't ideal. He gets more XP from jungle monster camp since he has jungle items, so it's more efficient for us to get the minions and him to get the camps. I think we could honestly just start Baron. I can't move. I needed to stand still. Oh, that's unfortunate. I think that was the best example of when you need to stand still on Kalista, one of the best ones. We ended up hitting the Irelia wall, and it's like a 90% slow. And then our attacks were just happening like once every 2 seconds, one auto attack, because we were jumping. But if we would have stood still, we would have been able to maintain our attack speed. There's very few attack speed, I think they call it cripples. There's very few attack speed cripples in League of Legends, but there are many movement speed cripples. And when your movement speed crippled, movement speed slowed, you need to stand still on Kalista the majority of the time, especially when it's a big one. Otherwise, you have 0 damage output. It's really bad. So they've killed us 2 times and they've gotten 2,000 gold. That's the beauty of being ahead, is you have 2 muck-ups and then bam, enemies are right back in it. That's gonna be the last death for us, though. I can feel it. I don't even want that blue mouth. I shouldn't have stolen it. Why are we letting Belveth just take this? Oh, that's not good. But that is good. Oh, come on, baby. Nice. That little wall was huge. Soraka also... Oh, I should have gone forward. My bad. It's kind of easier on your Q to go forward with it than backwards over wall. At least it is for me. Going forward with the Q feels so much easier. Good pills from the Soraka. She did end up dying, but it's obviously worth. I really isn't able to... She's not able to kill us if we're near a little wall and Soraka's peeling. Good stun by the Irelia though. She's pretty fed. She went at like a weird kind of tank on hit build. I would like to get this. I don't know if we can though. Got it. Sick. Oh, I'm dead. Oh my gosh, the slows, man. Oh, does her knockup have a slow at the end of it? I don't know. Because our attack speed just got absolutely crap there towards the end. We just gave them another 600 bonus, so 900 gold there. We've given them 2,900 gold off of 3 deads. So stupid. Oh man, that's my bad. I think I just want QSS at this point. It's more magic resist. I can use it to get out of stuns. We could just go for Bloodthirster though. That might actually be better. I think Bloodthirster would be best since we're getting focused healed by Soraka. We could just stack up our HP to full and basically just not die. Got you guys. They've been seeing me die so much lately that they forget that they can't fight me. We only die if we get hit by like a random CC, because then our attack speed goes to crap and we can't move. But as long as you haven't been attack speed crippled or movement speed crippled, you're very challenging for people to deal with. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, maybe that was too aggro. Too much of a limit test. We might actually just need Randuins now instead. We took a bunch of damage from Irelia and the turret, obviously. Yeah, we'll just go for Randuins. It gives you a slow. It also makes you really tanky because the health, armor. You got ability haste, and you have the rock solid reduce incoming damage from attacks by up to a flat amount, I think. I don't know if it's percent based. Okay, so it's a flat amount plus percent based of your max health, capped at 40% of the attack's damage. So if it's 10 damage, it'll only block 4 of it, essentially. But on bigger numbers, obviously, it's nice. Go ahead and get that. And we need to just win one team fight and end the game. I've thrown way too much shutdown gold to where we're not in a good of a spot as it seems. Like, Irelia's basically full build. Their jungler's basically full build. We're only so fed at this point in comparison to them. Like, obviously, the ones who haven't been getting the shutdown golds, they're pretty far behind. But the enemies who have been getting the shutdowns are doing just fine. She actually didn't die from my E-pop because of her damage reduction. It's kind of dirty. Got the wave coming in. Let's look at, I want to see my attack speed. I'm at 2.5. So yeah, that does, it slows you for so long. It's for like 1 or 2 seconds after the knockup. Your movement speed crippled for a while. Zeri's just throwing out nonsense. That's not good. You just have to dodge that. Dude, I can't move. We gotta leave. That things were getting way too hairy there. I couldn't even tell what was happening. See, this is the wall I was talking about. Oh, we gotta get over though. Oh, let me get over. I'm getting rooted. And I can't move. These luck snares, I legit can't see them, and then they're landing because I'm bad. Lux is my worst counter. I can't see those gosh darn snares. Wish my Q was up. Once again, we're near a area where we can jump over the wall, and I really isn't able to do much. Oh, now we're tanking. That's not great. She's dead. Yep, nice try from them. But now they're in their base. I gotta just stand still. As long as I stand still, I can win. I was giga slowed by her R, but since I stood still, I was able to do a lot of damage and obviously heal. Oh, that was way too close. I needed to stand still again. She knocked me up. I got movement speed crippled. And then I couldn't really move, so I got off like 1/5 as many autos as I should have. Yeah, good game. Well played. We'll take a look at the graphs. I have a feeling we're probably top 2 damage dealt. Maybe top 1. And probably top 3 damage taken, or top 2 because Soraka was healing us so much. Looking at damage dealt against enemy champions, we did have the most by more than I thought we would. I'm pretty happy with that. A little sad we died as much as we did. For damage taken, we actually took a little less than Belveth, so that's pretty good. That means we were frontlining pretty hard. For self-mitigated damage, we were up there as well, so we were top 2 damage taken in the game. Pretty happy with that. Runes, super high value. Lethal tempo way outscales Hellblades. Hellblades is only better for like really scrappy early on, just trying to get a lead so you can build up an all-in, but ultimately Hellblades is just way worse than Lethal Tempo on Kalista right now. If you guys enjoyed this Kalista gameplay commentary guide, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. My name is 𝐒𝐂𝐋𝐒. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.